We started in a sort of mid-market area of offering transfer solutions, water-based ones, and since then we've progressed on, and we're now supplying into the sort of the craft market and home user area, right through to international installations where the amount of printers we put in one go are in double digits. They're high production areas. So we cover the areas from very small to very large. We're very excited this year to be at the print show. The technology's moved on in leaps and bounds. There's a big focus, well there's two focuses. One is on the eco-credentials of DTF and also automation and streamlining the process. Everything needs to get bigger, faster, and become more economical. So we've been working hard for a couple of years on that, and we have a unique system which is capable of producing 400 finished shirts an hour with 2 operators at a price point that's pretty hard to believe, aimed at sort of the high-end screen print market, which is diversifying into DTF, better eco-credentials and more automation, and it's proving to be pretty popular at pre-launch. So we're very excited to be launching that at the print show. It's pretty automated, so it's very simple to use. And we believe it's one of a kind for a few reasons. A price point, it's not a 6-figure number to get into this kind of production, which is very rare in those levels. And we can actually apply and peel 2 transfers in one process with the same robotic heat press. And that is unique. There's nobody else peeling 2 transfers and applying them at the same time. I mean, if you're interested in textile decoration in any shape or form, or promotional items, we've got some new UV equipment there as well, which is for hard substrates, you know, cups, mugs, etc., things like that, as well as the textile. There's also the competition in connection with Gildan, who are supplying the shirts, quite a famous charity, a children's charity. And as long as you're not employed by anybody at the show, which we're not allowed to do, feel free to walk up and put your name down to enter the competition. You could be the fastest DTF operator in the country and not know. And there's a nice prize at the end of it. So there's a lot to see. We're hoping there's going to be a good buzz around the stand. It's the biggest stand we've had at the print show, so we're really quite excited. Textile printing is a very competitive market. And with the developments soaring in DTF, there's a lot of money being invested in automation. I think we're going to see systems being pushed out that will exceed 400 shirts an hour quite quickly. We're working on a system which we know won't be ready for about 18 months, and that's going to produce 2,000 shirts an hour with 4 operators. That will be quite a high cost, and it's not for everyone, but these are custom built things. So clients are kind of questioning us and saying, when are you going to do this, when are you going to do that? There's a lot of automation coming in which helps companies streamline and reduce their outgoings. Everybody's conscious of their eco-credentials these days, and they should be. We developed a paper transfer for DTF, it's DTP, direct to paper, which is an old anomaly, and it works very well. So for companies that are not wanting to use film and plastic's harder to obviously recycle, it's an instant hot peel paper. It's actually more economical to buy than film, and the product itself is made from recycled pulp. So it's already a recycled product. So we're quite proud of that. And it's taking off quite quickly. We expected it to be a slow climb, but larger companies that are buying stuff in bulk and are very conscious of their eco-credentials are taking the DTP and sticking to it. There's no downside to it, apart from if you're just doing single prints, it can be a little bit fiddly because you're cutting out with scissors and you can't really see through it, whereas when you're on an automated system, you don't have to see the other side. With 45 years in the print industry, I know the pain of when you can't produce. It is critical for printers to be able to produce. They're on tight deadlines. They cannot wait 5 or 10 days for a system to be back up and running. So when we started to do DTF, we realized that companies were very reliant on the equipment because it was taking over 4 or 5 different processes and doing them all in one. The key to their success was being up and running. So Club Resolute was made where we don't print transfers and sell them to anyone. It's a private trade print service which is reserved for customers that have Resolute equipment. So if for any reason, I don't know, COVID or staff holidays, you know, overspill work where they're very, very busy in peak seasons, there's a private portal where they can upload their artwork. We print it for them at a massively reduced rate, and we can drop ship to their client direct if they want to. And then the job is invoiced on once it's done. It's not a next day service, most of the times it is, but we can turn around jobs very, very quickly in the production showroom. So Club Resolute really is designed to aid customers of Resolute in the times when they're going to need extra production or for any reason, and it's very, very popular.